दर्द न जाने को। बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, के भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। चुप के रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुप के रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, के भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। चुप चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे।
आन के बधाई सुनकर मूरख, आन के बधाई सुनकर मूरख हुए हैं पूरा लबार। दो दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते गुमान, काहे के करते पर धन नीति जो हरते हैं अपना जाल बिछाई के। पर धन निरिया जो हरते हैं अपना जाल फैलाई के। राम लाल सुनो भाई संतवा, राम लाल सुनो भाई संत, उनसे रहो होशियार। दो दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के टुकर गुमान। दो दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के कर गुमान। दो दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के कर
कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया, धन बांध के घटरिया रे। कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया। जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे, हाँ जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे, उलट गए दोनों नैन पतरिया, उलट गए दोनों नैन पतरिया रे। कोई नाल दे धन बांध के घटरिया। मारही सूता प्राण निकाले, मारही सूता प्राण निकाले, प्राण लोकाई खोतरिया खोतरिया, ओ प्राण लोकाई खोतरिया खोतरिया रे। कोई नाले गए धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाले गए धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाले गए धन बांध के घटरिया। चार प्रहर मिली काट उठावे, चार प्रहर मिली काट उठावे, फूक दिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया, फूक दिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया रे। कोई नाल जय धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई ना ले जई है धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई ना ले जई है धन। कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधु, कहत कबीर, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधु, छूट गए सब महल उतरिया, छूट जाए सब महल उतरिया, कोई ना ले जई है धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई ना ले जई है धन बांध के घटरिया, अरे कोई ना ले जई है धन बांध के।
परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण, है आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। पाले। किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, को जा मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ए मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन।
One day this life will leave this body, and I will exist no more in this material world. Every living being must eventually marry the bride of death. Let not the mind lust at physical wealth and pleasures. The services that we can perform, do it now, for you may never get the opportunity to pass this way again. Glorify the name of the Lord and receive His blessings. एक दिन हमें भी जाना है. One day we will all have to leave this world.
एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है सारा, इकता कौन ठिकाना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। खूब मौज कर देख तमाशा, मौज कर देख तमाशा, खेलने को खेला, करनी है तो कर ले रे बंदे, करनी है तो कर ले रे बंदे, फिर नहीं आना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। कौरी कौरी करके जोरी, कौरी कौरी करके जोरी, भरा खजाना जंगल जाए जा बंदे रे, जंगल जाए जा बंदे रे, फिर पछताना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है सारा, इकता कौन ठिकाना है। एक दिन हमें भी जाना है।
Sitaram devotees, and a pleasant good morning to all. Please stand. Today, as we gather as friends and family, near and dear ones, to bid farewell to the deceased Basdaye, who is lying before us in the coffin. Her soul, which is once was in that body, now is out of the body, and the body is here with us. So today we have gathered to offer ourselves on behalf of her at the feet of Bhagavan to comfort this soul now, for we are all in spirit one with God, but we are living in separate bodies. So today, as children of God, let us focus our thoughts upon God, that power, through any name or form. Names and forms does not limit God, for God is the creating energy, sustaining energy, and destructive energy. That divine, He also knows everything. He knows your past, present, and future. Whatever name or form you may contemplate upon that divine being, let us all do so now. The word Vishnu in this prayer means that omnipresent being. Adhya means today we call upon thee, O Father, who is all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-pervading. May you, the all-pervading God, the all-knowing God, bring peace to the soul now, who is in your presence, in your company. Leaving the physical realm, we adore thee, O Father. O Master. Om Vishnu Adhya Shri Brahmane Dvitipradhe Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasad Manvantrishta Vimsititami Kalyugi Kalipatam Sharane Trinadesha Mukha Grame Kunupya Grame Aryavantantragata Brahmavataradish Punya Kshetre Baudhavatari Varthaman Yathanam Samarsar Mukai Mukhamase Phalgun Mase Shukla Pakshe Amukha Tathau Mukha Vasara Mukha Nakshatre Amukha Yoge Amukha Karanecha Mukha Rashi Siti Surya Amukha Rashi Siti Shashanke Shasheshu Graheshu Yatha Rashi Sthana Stitishu Mukhanam Krishna Yajamana Se Parivar Sahit Amuk Gotras Kashyapa Gotras Amukha Pretasya. What is her name again? No, her name. Basdaye. Basdaye Pritivadatham as Antyeshti Karma Ham Karishyami. Om Yam Brahma Ve Varunendra Rudra Marutah Sunvanti Divyaistavair. Vedai Sangha Padakrama Upanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha. Dhyanavaschittadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yogino yasyantam navedo sura surgana devaya tasmai namaha. Offer the flowers on her chest. Please take your seats. Om Shantakarang Bhujagashayanang Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagan Sadasham Meghavarna Shubhangam Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamal. Come closer. Lakshmi Kantam Kamaranayanam Yogi Vidhyanagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavabhayaranam Sarvalokaikanatham. So devotees, we pay homage to God, the all-pervading. Today now, listen carefully. We don't worship the dead. Wait, hold on. No. Sorry, first time we're doing this, so you can make a little mistake, no problem. Come closer. He is frightened too, don't worry. So this body, devotees, as we are in our body, this soul is now out of her body. Correct? So we are here to address the owner of the soul. The Ishavasam Idam Sarvam, he who owns this universe, he who owns the 5 elements from which our bodies are made up of, he who owns the breath of life that we are breathing, that power is neither he or she, it is a that. That Purusha in the Veda says. That being we now pay homage to. For this body lying here is a part of his cosmic body. In Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned. Krishna says, the body with its 5 elements, the mind, ego, intellect, it is my 8 parts in the lower energy. The life is the higher energy, which is myself. So we are all embodiment of God. We are part and parcel of the Creator to whom we are praying to. With that in mind, take water and you sprinkle on the body 5 times coming down. On the body, not on the ground. Yeah, on the body. Hey, show the mouth to do now. start watching Iman, do on the body. Show him, take it and show him what to do. Mendra, take it and show him what to do. First time Iman doing this thing. They must make a mistake doing the first time. Very good. 5 times of that. Om Adhyama Gotra Samukha Pretasya on the body, on the body. Om Adhyama Gotra Samukha Pretasya Mritistani Shavanamit Snanang Madhyate Tavu Patashatam Preta Anantadayakam. Right, take the chanda now, right there. Take your right hand ring finger. Or touch hands together. Take your right hand ring finger, touch the forehead, the 2 ears and the chin. Om Adhyama Gotra Samukha Pretasya Mritistani Shavanamit Chandanang Madhyate Tavu Patashatam Preta Anantadayakam Hari Om Tatsatat Purushaya on the chin. Forehead, 2 ears on the chin. Yeah. Rest back to Chandan there. Take the perfume. Open it up. Pour all on the body. Om Adhyama Gotras Kashapa Gotra Sabukha Pretasya Mritistani Shavanamit Gandhang Madhyate Tavu Prashatam. Pour. So the human body, pour all, everything. Pour everything. Yeah. Squeeze the bottle too. So the body is a temple of God, and this temple which God created, human didn't make this body. Mothers didn't make body, they deliver human bodies. This is God creation. This is what God created. We build this building, we live in it. Or we allow someone to live in it or use it. But this is what God built from his own cosmic body. Listen. And having built this body, our bodies, God live in it. This is why it is said in the Vedas, you want to make God happy, make every human happy. In our Vedas teaches ahimsa paramo dharma. The greatest righteous quality is when one lives such a life that brings pain to no living thing. This is why as Pandits, we don't consume meat. We don't take life to eat flesh because we don't want to bring pain to no living thing. Each pain you create or bring to another living being, that comes back to you. And you sometimes forget what you do wrong. So, in essence, we are paying homage to God, who is the possessor of every material thing in this world. Through this body, last being visible, we offer Bhagwan glories. Through this body, my Lord, that soul that once dwelt in this body, may that soul rest in peace, and may that soul receive the blessings of our worship today at your feet. Mahalas. Come, take this one. We have 2 more malas. Any daughters here? Daughters, anybody present? Come. We have 1 more mala. Daughters, come forward. Come. Stand at the end here. Stand right here. Those rules you can share it out. Offer you also. Krish, offer yours first. Om Adhyama Gotra Samukha Pretasya Mritistani Shavanamit Pushpamala Mayaditi Tavu Patashatam. Very good. So we are paying homage to God as a final through this body which belongs to Him. That one, the spirit soul lived in this body, we offer prayer. Offer. Go ahead. There are rows now. You all share the rows. One time for the offering, we'll make the offering. Arti. Take the outer Krish. Stand in the middle. Stand here, watch me. In the middle here, right here, right. And wave it. All touch hand together. Let's all please stand. Om Yam Dware Maha Ghori, wave it 5 times. Om Yam Dware Maha Ghori Andhinatam Sabrate Tatralokanartha Deepoyam U Patashatam. Om Adhyama Gotra Samukha Pretasya Pritativalartham Om Adhyamagota Samukha Pretasya Mritisthanu Deepam Mayadhyate. Keep on waving it. Mayadhyate Tavo Parashitam Preta Anaslayaka. Right, Krish? Walk around the coffin now, all of you, 5 times. Om, let's all sing together. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Bhajuman Pyare Sitaram. Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Bhajuman Pyare Sitaram. One more time. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patit Pavan Sitaram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Please take your seats. Syavar Ramachandra ki Jai. Anyone of the close relative wish to do the arti, you can come forward. Any close relative wish to do arti, you can come forward. No one? All right, at this time, go for one pinda in your hand. Come closer, not frightened. Do fit it, dead, fit it, living. I straight boot. Take this pinda. Watch me. Krish. Krish. Put it in your hand like this. And rest it down on her right hand. Om Adhyamukha Gotras Kashyapa Gotras Mukha Pretasya Vitisthana Shavit Ishtapindu Mayadhyate Tavo Patishtatam. Right. That's good. That's fine. Let me take a little water. Yeah. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai Hari Om. Right, good. Right, those who of you have the flowers now, you can come and offer the flowers and say personal prayer in a very orderly manner. Come forward, please. Flowers are a symbol of love. This is the last we can express our love to God through this wonderful creation of the human body. The human body is said to be the highest embodied form on this earth, in this planet Earth. It is declared in our Vedas, upon this earth, there are 8.4 million different species of life forms. And among those 8.4 million species of life form, the human form is the most evolved form. It is only in the human form, through the human form, that the spark of divinity, what we call the embodiment of divinity or spark of God, the life energy, can free itself from this world of birth and death. Everybody are familiar with the song, Pinjire ki Panchire, Tera Dard na Jane Koi. Dard means pain. And this body is like a cage where you are alive in this body. You are caged in this body of blood, bone, and flesh. And in this body, when you are being faced with challenges, with pain, with stress, unfulfilled desires, and all these negative emotions that affects the mind, sometimes you think, better I die. If you are sick and you're lying in the hospital bed and you're unable to move, God, but you take me. Why must I live and suffer? You're questioning God. Aveda says, Hani Labh, Jivan Maran, Jasa Apa Jasa Bidhi Hat. In the hands of God lies birth and death. So, flowers is an expression of your love to God in this final state of this physical body. Please come forward and offer your flowers. Who have flowers? The rose. You can come down and offer your roses. Anybody wish to come and offer, you can do so now. Also ask if anyone like to perform or if there's anyone to do the eulogy, you can ask to do so now at this time. Anybody? Come. I see Mr. Ramnarayan here, who's a close member of the family. I will also ask him to say a few words after the eulogy.
Today we are here to honor the life of my mom, Basdaye Mohammed, or B, as she was affectionately called by our dad, Azad Mohammed. Our mom, Basdaye, was born on August the 27th, 1945, at Lapai village in Caroni. She was the eldest in her family. Childhood was marked with hardship, but also huge blessings. But where others saw obstacles, she saw opportunities. For those of you whom I have not met yet, of meeting, I am Mary Mohammed Moti, the second child of Basdaye Mohammed. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for coming here to mourn the loss of our mom. And her children, Krishna, Billy, Kenny, Stevie, and Vanessa, along with her grandchildren, Ariel, Ramesh, Sasha, Rahul, and Kira, as well as her children-in-law, Dave, Mala, Radha, Bobby, Shaman, and Wanel. Sister-in-law to Shazad, and Vanessa, and the deceased Anim and Duncan. Basdaye, our mom, was not just a parent. She was a beacon of strength and kindness. She had the energy of 1,000 suns and the determination of a bull. She sacrificed more than we will ever know. And even when she was putting everyone else before herself, she made time to listen and to be there for all of us. Our mom was a skilled seamstress who worked in major clothing factories. And at one point, she was even a floor supervisor for shoe factory. And I think that was one of her proudest achievements in life. Firstly, she started to work with her mom in the cane fields. Being the oldest, she had to take care and assist the family with her other siblings. She didn't finish primary school even, but she started to work with her mom in the factory sewing. And then when she was able to, she purchased a second-hand sewing machine and started cutting out patterns free-handed, which is a skill by itself. Remember, she never had any formal training. An accomplishment she did. When she got involved with my dad, they didn't get married until the fourth child. But she continued working, she continued sewing, she continued to sew for the villagers, for the family members, for us as well. She continued sewing, she never stopped. She even had a few Calypsonian artists at that time that she would sew their costume for them when they had to perform on TV. Growing up, we always know we could count on mom. She was always there for us, always busy in the kitchen preparing meals, making sure we had something to eat at all time. In the evening, she would assist us with homework. It may not be correct, but she always said, you have to put something on that paper so that the teacher would know that you at least tried and attempted the problem. Actually, when our friends used to come home, our home was an open house for the villagers, for the family, for our school friends. They would leave us and go straight to the kitchen because mommy would tell them, well, come and eat something, come and have something to eat. So it's straight in the kitchen they go and they help themselves. That is how our house was. You know, in our hardship, and we had quite a few, I never heard my mom complain. I mean, she would argue with daddy, yes, for liming and quarreling or whatever. But She never gave up on her children. They were her first priority, and wherever she was, we were right beside her there. You could not miss Basdaye children, because you know what? We all dressed in the same fabric, the same color, but just a different fashion. So that was Basdaye children. She never neglected us. And as a grandmom, her beautiful grandchildren, they were her eyeball. She always worrying, always asking, always feeding, always telling them, all better listen to all the parents and don't make no trouble. They became her diamonds in her eye. She embraced God's love with open arms. Her faith and being a devoted devotee to Pandit Lakshmi Narayan Temple at Back Street. She gave her soul, her time, and her effort. She spent her spare hours in the temple. Sewing anything Pandit Narayan wanted, she was there and willing to accept. There were hours, late hours, she would be sewing flags that were used to adorn the temple right around for all different celebrations. Over the past few years, we have had to live in my mom's will and not ours. Suffering from dementia, it was hard for each of us to see that a piece of our mom was going away little by little. So then we had to be part of her life once again. It gave us an opportunity to have another life. But lady, she never gave up. Till the end, she continued to fight. Our mother was our spiritual guide. She taught us to pray. She taught us to seek God's wisdom through prayers every year at our home, apart from Diwali celebrations. I think all of our friends and family members look forward to this function. And not forgetting Christmas as well, with baking, baking, and more baking. And there is one thing that stayed true to our house, is that we celebrated all religions. We observe all religions, whether it be Hindu, Muslim, Christian. It was a festival of togetherness for us to bring in the family together. Mom and Grandmom Basdaye, as we say goodbye, our hearts are heavy with grief, but also overflowing with gratitude. Thank you, Mom, for your endless love, your support, and your guidance. But your love will live on in our hearts. We love you always and forever. We will treasure your sacrifice and honor your legacy. Indeed, you are a treasure beyond measure. Before I leave you here today, I really want to give my thanks and appreciation, firstly to my brother Kenny and to my sister Vanessa, that help us through these couple weeks of it's not an ordeal, but it is an experience of being there for my mom. But I would like to say also and extend a special thanks to my sister-in-law Radha. She was not there for our dad's passing. And when she came home, she immediately acted being a daughter-in-law. She took the situation and she assisted with us getting a nurse to aid with my mom's health. She organized room, Kenny organized I to make her more comfortable, to give her a few more days. And I stand before you, Radha, and I have to say thanks from our hearts, all of us, for you and your family. And through this time and passing of my mom, thank you so much. And to Vanessa, my sister, thank you that God gave you the strength to do what you had to do for mom. when all of us could not be there. So with that, I will say my goodbyes and farewells. And thank you again, everyone, for being here and sharing this day with us. Ram Nam Satyai.
Jai Shri Ram. You have heard the eulogy by the daughter, the deceased. Is there anyone else in the audience like to say a few words? Friends, near dear ones, family member? Anybody? Anybody? No one? But I think we have come to the end of the formal part of the Antyeshti karma. It's important to share a few words of our scriptures. Two eyelids, the two eye nostrils on the mouth. Place it. Om Ashtachakranodara Devanam Puryodhyatashyam Hiranakosha Swargojyotishabratah Om Param Brahm Paramadham Patram Param Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevajam Vibhum Om Pitasi Lokasya Characharasya Tvamasya Pujas Gurur Garyanatvat Samotya Bhitkutunyo Lokatre Apya Pratima Prabhava Ram Naam Satya Hai Ram Naam Satya Hai Ram Naam Satya Hai. So this time I would like to read these 5 sacred verses, 5 Vedic chants, glorifying Bhagwan and praying for the journey of the soul. Just like a soul takes 9 months to develop in the mother's womb, on leaving this physical world, it takes 12 months to reach to the astral realm. Give them flowers in the hand. So I'd like you all to just stand for a few seconds as we do the sacred verses, glorifying God and propitiating a divine being for the safe journey of the soul. Now we can pray now in our hearts, in our minds. So basically propitiating the 5 elements from which this body is made up of and the ruling energies of God of each. Harihi Om Prehi Prehi Patibhi Puryaye Nate Purapitra Paritaha Ubharajano Swadhyamaranto Yamam Pashyami Varunam Chadevam. Varunam Chadevam means salutation to the ocean, the Lord presiding over the waters of the ocean that this earth is resting upon. Aum Yamonogatum Pratamo Viveda Naisha Gavyubhirtadva Gavyutir Bhartva Ubha Uyatrahanah Purpatiraha Purvapatpitaraha Parita Ena Yajnana Pathayana Swaha. Yajnana, the fire element. Yajna means the sacrificial fire that gives birth to the water that this earth is resting upon. Salutation to thee. Om Sangatasva Pitribhihi Samiminashtapurta Ushtapurten Parmena Vyomahitva Yavadham Purastamehi Sangachatam Tanva Suvarchaha. Salutation to the air that gives birth to fire. Om Suryam Chakshur Gachatu Vatatmadhyam Chagata Prithvim Cha Dharmana Apova Gachayati Tattatitam Tattatehitam Aushadhi Pratishta Sharirahi. Salutation to the Surya, Chakshur, the Surya, which is the eye that watches over his creation, and the earth that we are resting on, all creation. Salutation to thee. Om Soma Ekibhya. Soma is the energy of the moon presiding. This represents the emotion of man, the mind. Soma Ekibhya Bhavati Ghritamik Upasate Ebhyao Madhu Pradhavati Tang Shrivapi Gachatat. May the soul that have to traverse to that eternal path in the above realm, may these energies of God be propitious to this divine soul. Vrindavan Bhailal Ki Jai. Please take your seats. There's a verse in the Ishavasa Upanishad. Upanishad are the text in Sanatana Dharma which has the conversation between the enlightened soul and the questioning soul. In essence, we say the teacher and the disciple, or the guru and the chela. So all those divine discussions that took place in the ancient time were written down and kept as the Upanishada. Literally means the teacher who sits in the pedestal and the questioner or the disciple sits at his feet and put questions to the guru. Our whole dharma is based on questions and answers. And I'm sure many of you may sometime in your life may ask questions, especially when things are not going good. Why I have to suffer? Why the country have to go like this? Why people have to be like this? Look, just before I came, I was watching TV where this car hijacked. A young fellow was hijacked by about 3 or 4 gunmen. Hit him to tap and hit him a gun button, threw him down on the ground and take a car and gone. That's the present things happening. Why these things happen? We question. But we all go questioning. Do we wait for the answer? Are we interested in the answer? I'm sure most of you are familiar with. And I want to guess in all scriptures, in all holy books recorded, as you sow, so shall you. That's a law. That's a universal law. It may not be pleasant. It may not be nice. But it is the law. Secondly, we sometimes forget. Bhul gya to Ram Ratan bhula puja ka kamare. The word puja here means that system by which we clean our minds. So we say puja. Puja, when you sit with the Pandit, you offer offerings in the altar in the name of God, it's a cleansing of the mind. See this body lying here? What was in that body? The mind, the intellect, the mind and senses, intellect, ego. That's the I, me. There's me, I say so, that I that come from God, which is the life in the body. So that body is lying there. In that body was the life, the ego, the intellect, the mind and senses that resting in the physical body. In Sanskrit is called Prakriti. Prakriti. That's the Vedic term for it. So we must realize that we are a living soul that comes from God, that lives in a body for a short time. Contemplate that little statement there. And see, look at the world, how human are living. At present, there are many wars that are taking place on this earth. Nations against nation. Right in a small island, Trinidad and Tobago, this twin island. Look at the kind of activities that are taking place. Humans do have choices, yes or no? We have choices? We all free to make choices. Questions, are we making the right choice? The choice that you make is in your hand, but the result is in God's hand. Yes or no? So God won't cheat and God won't give less and more. He gives you exactly what you work for. Correct or not? If you don't answer, I'll run on. You have to answer. Is it correct or not? So when funeral should be an awakening for the living. Because this person had gone already. But she could hear me saying. And if she say, well, I gone too. If she raised her hand and say, yes, Baba, I did it correct. I gone first. Because that's not supposed to happen. So human being, we have to really get an awakening. We are awaken ourselves. All scriptures, all nations have spiritual leaders. And all nations pray to that one power of the universe that we call God, generating energy, operating energy, and destructive energy. God, God. That God is called by different languages. In Trinidad, we say God. Oh God. Whatever country you are in, you speak a language, you call God in that language. Now, in this little island, we have all 4 parents came from Bharat. Some come from China. Some come from Africa. So they bring the languages here. So these are the languages that we all speak. Some say Hari Om, some say Bhagwan. So these are different languages which we attribute to that supreme power, that power that creates, sustains, destroys, that power that watches over all creation, that power that knows your past, your present, and our future. That power we're speaking about. He's a possessor of this creation. Ishavasa Upanishad declares, Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunchithaha ma gridhakasa svidhanam. This world belongs to God. Idam sarvam, everything is possessed by God. He's the proprietor of this universe. And whatever we work for, whatever we earn by our karma, that is ours. Tena tyaktena bhunchithaha, that you should enjoy. What you earn, what you sweat for in the Bible, for man shall eat from the sweat of thy brow. Of course, what you work for, you enjoy that. When you eat, my belly go full. When the husband eat, the wife belly is full. The husband say, girl, I'm real tired, eat some food for me. You think he belly go full? If that was a good thing. Because if I sleepy and I'm hungry, I will tell my wife, eat for me, I will go take a sleep. Because I sure this happens sometimes. You're real sleepy and you're real hungry. Which one you going to do first? Sleep or eat? Anybody ever think about that? If you have a real sleepiness and a real, once I was in a zoo. I went for a vacation. I saw a little Chinese boy in a little pram. The child like this. And he have an ice cream in hand. And the ice cream right up in his mouth. The child is so sleep, but he not a leg on the ice cream. Cannot eat the ice cream like this. The mother had to laugh. All of us who watching, all of us laugh. And that poor child fighting asleep with the ice cream, but ain't leg on the ice cream for nothing. We as elders sometimes in that position. Sometimes. You wouldn't let go. Even our problems, you wouldn't let go. It is our scriptural teaching to us that man should understand yourself. Who are you? Where are you? And why you are here? Question 1. Who am I? That I am a child of God. I come from Bhagwan. I am one with God. If something come from God, it is a part of God, it is God. If a spark of come from fire, it is fire. A drop of water is water. Our very nature is God. We are His children. We are part of that supreme being from whom we have come and whom we are praying to and begging and asking. Where we are living in this temple that God creates. And why we are here? We are here to execute the will of God. His will. Bible said, for thy will shall be done on His will we come to execute. Bhagavad Gita, Chatur Varnamaya Srashta Guna Karma Vibhagashah. We have come to execute the will of Bhagavan. He instilled into all of us a guna karma vibhaga. Chapter 4, Bhagavad Gita, verse 13. This is something we must be very aware of. God have instilled into all of us His will. It's 413. The four orders of society. The four orders. Society have four orders. Or four what we call sections. Or four categories. What we are ordered to do. Let us take it, for example, a company. Everything functions in a systematic way. The government, for example, it's a company that is selected to control the world, the human beings. You have a company you're producing paint or food or clothing, whatever. You must have a executive. He's the brain of the company. He is called a Brahmana. In that company, the second order is the one to what we call security. So the brain, he talks, he gives all the director, give all the directions, what to be done. So they have people executing now his will, his brain, his ideas. That's the Brahman order. Brahma means the head thinker. Then the shoulders represent the Kshatriya. That company must have proper security. And that company must have what we call the economist. One to take the what we call the finances, how to have the company running efficient, the balances of the money. That's called the Vaishyas. Third order. Fourth order. If that company don't have a good janitorial service, they're in trouble. Huh? To clean the rubbish, to clean the office, to make sure everything's shining. You know, once I was in Mount Hope Hospital, I like to have fun with myself. So now when I go up, I observe how people operating. I watching how things happening. I observe the most hardest working people in the hospital is the people who clean the floor. The cleaners. Man, that place clean like a whistle. Everybody else failing in their duty. Toilet are working. Air condition hardly working. When you're a doctor, you go and call him. Better wait. You're going to fall on dead before you come to. But the people who clean in, they may see last order. Janitals. There is Sudras. So Brahmana, first order. Kshatriya, second order. Third order, Vaishya. Fourth order, Sudra. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. We all are part of the one body. God have created like that. And in any society, in any government, you must have a good leader, a good director, a good armed, secured force. Not taking bribe like in this country. Police thieving, Prime Minister lying. Who could help who and who could help who? We're in a serious state. In any good ruling country, they must have a good thinker, armed force, economists, merchants, and a good force to clean, to make sure everything in place. God has said that is His will. Look at it and see, even in the home. Today, why the home is so broken? Because the father who's supposed to be the head figure in the home, he taken the daru and he dakole and he drunk. Holding up bear in his hand and says, son, don't drink, eh? So he corrupt. So when we have these four orders in disorder, we could have a problem. Society will flop. So when this order that was created by God is in a decline, when people now, the leaders are not leading properly, the protecting services are not doing the job, and the merchants are not doing the job, and the cleaners are not doing the job, we have a failed society. Now, from a country level, you can bring us to your home now. What is a home? No children follow mango tree and breadfruit tree. No? Mother and father, two become one and bring forth children. Among the two, who is the head? Or who's supposed to be the head? The lady say, my husband is the boss with my authority. What I say go is my way or the highway. Woman say yes. And they live for 85 years together. So a fella say, Baba, he said, tell me what you have done so good to live with this one woman for 80 years or 85 years. He said, one mantra, yes, dear. Everything is yes. Bull full, yes. Cattle full, yes. The sky below, yes. Everything is yes. Good relationship. Do oppose. He was a yes man. Now he's supposed to be the leader, you know. But he became the yes man. Father's supposed to be leader. Mother supports father. And children leads the way. No parent in the good mind or sense will ever tell a child do wrong things. He said, no good parents in the right mind will do that. But of course, we have also corrupt parents. So I've shown you from chapter 4, verse 13, Bhagavad Gita. But I want to show you a very important part that is very relevant today and now. In the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that what we are experiencing now. Bhagavan Krishna is saying, and hear what God declares to us. He's our Father. His breath we are breathing. Whose breath we are breathing? It is the breath of life, God, that power that generates, operate, and destroy. However you want to put it, whatever you want to attribute to that power, that is your freedom. In whatever language, that's your freedom. But that don't change. That is unlimited. No name, no form can limit that power. He says, Mama evansho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatana manah shashthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. Oh beloved, he says, that eternal life in this body is a fragment of my own being. And it is that alone which draws around itself the mind and the five senses which abide in Prakriti, this human body. Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutakramati grihitvaitani samyati vayurgandhana vashayat. Oh beloved, he says, even as the wind wafts the scents from the seat, so too this life or the jiva here means the spark of God that enters the body. Just like air is in a lota, water is in a lota as life. That God now is all-pervading, be contained in this body. It's called Jivatma. He says, even so as the wind wafts the scents from the seat, so to this Jivatman, who is the controller of this body. What controls this body? Life. Life is in this body. And the ego is supposed to control the body, where to go, where not to go. I want to go here, I want to go there, I want this, I want that. The ego. So the life sitting in the body and the ego not directing the driver. Who's the driver? The life. Without life, this body can't move. That's why I see Bhagavan Krishna. You see in this book here? Krishna and Arjuna. This is a chariot. Krishna drives this chariot. God is our driver of this chariot. And every day you must realize that, Bhagavan, it is this breath that is taking me. May you, O Lord of this breath, may guide me in the path to speak well, to think well, to see what is right, to hear what is right, and to speak what is right, and to do the right thing. That's why we tie a string in our hand, to keep our hand, to remind our mind that this hand must do the right thing. Because you could talk how much you want to know. The moment you do it, you commit yourself. The string is tied here to remind yourself to do good thing. Baba could eat meat, why you can't eat meat? You go pay for what you do. And when they kill you for eating meat, any pain you get that pain too. That's your choice. No problem. So God is a life in this body. Never forget that. He says this, and he declares that. Like a mother. Oh child, I taught you for 9 months. I deliver you. Why did you listen to me? I love you, child. You are mine. Child must say, Ma, I'm yours. I love you. There is a good relationship. So Bhagavan wants us to know who is the control of this body, taking the mind and the senses from the body, which it leaves behind, for it migrates to the body which it acquires. Body is here, soul is out. What is out of the body? The life, the jiva, which is God, who contains himself in his body. From that God come the mind, the ego, the mind, the intellect, and the senses is out of the body. He wants us to know that. So when that life contains itself in the body, from the life comes the human soul, the ego. the intellect, the mind and senses. The mind and senses, dwelling in this body, operates the organ of action. This is the organ of action. The eyes, the nose, the tongue, the ears, and the hands touch. They're called the organs of action. So the senses of knowledge operate the 5 organs of action in this world of objects. And this external outer world is a reflection of God, of energy and matter. It is that power that expresses its love to us through this wonderful creation. And I want to read to you in conclusion here, this final verse, which I want you all to listen carefully and try to remember. God, that God, whose breath we are breathing, whose body we are living in with him as a life in his body. Hear what that God is saying to us. Oh beloved, yada jatagatam tejo jagata bhasate khilam yat chandramasi yat chagno tatto vidhimamakam tattejo vidhimamakam. Tattejo means that light, he says. The radiance in the sun that illumines the entire world, that which shines in the moon, and that which shines in fire too, know that radiance to be mine. God is identifying with the radiance in the sun, moon, and fire. Could we here who live in this earth do at any given time without sun, moon, and fire? Who cooked the food in the kitchen? Fire. You're a smart fella. You hear me say that radiant? You remember that one for sure. The wife or the mother doesn't cook the food. Let she hold the pot in she and see the food will cook. The fire does the cooking. So what we human do, we put away God. I cook. Who are you? Who are you without this breathless life? Nothing. You're a dead person. You're a corpse, waiting to be buried or cremated. My beloved devotees of God, embodiments of divinity, be aware of these divine teachings of our Bhagavad Gita, of our Vedas. And I guess all our scriptures teaches this. In the Bible, Christ said, "For I and my Father are one." You must identify with that power. You must identify with the power of life that you breathe the air of that supreme being. Tat Purusha, that supreme being in Sanskrit. Tat Purusha. Tat Purusha Vidamehe. Mahadeva Dhimahi. Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. I bow to that power that creates, sustains, and destroys. That power that watches over all. With that power, from whom all of us are part, be gracious to the soul. Bole Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai, Ram Nam Satya hai. At this time, I think we like to do a final prayer. Put the flowers there. Anybody like to come and view the body? You are asked to do so now, quietly. After the viewing of the body, if no one, we shall do our final prayer and proceed. So at this time, the floor is open to view the body. After viewing the body, we'll do our final prayer and proceed to the cremation ground. All right, Krishna? Good? All right, so the floor is open now. Anybody want to come look at the body, view the body and so on? If not, we shall do a closing prayer. Everything will keep on. We will just work at the break of time. No, the budget, $10 will offer. Right? Yeah, what $10. You can, since we do one here, right? You go by the door right here. And one by the entrance there. Go. Do one here first, then go. Krishna, go with him. Come, bring a cup. Mendra, come. So we are asking Bhagwan to take the soul from here now to the cremation ground. So we offer this pinda as a mark of respect to the agents of death and the elements that we are part of. Elements don't die, it assemble and disassemble itself. So we are making this offering at the entrance where we're going to leave. Let's all please stand for our final prayer. Shall I come forward? The daughter-in-law is here. Daughter-in-law? Daughter-in-law? Anybody daughter-in-law? Daughter-in-law? Well, two have to go and want to do it. Come. The boys gone by the cremation site to come back, or by the entrance right by the door here they're supposed to go? English sometimes hard to understand. Let's put our hands together, devotees. I want you all to focus your mind, your thoughts upon that Bhagwan who you pray to, who you offer prayer daily to, that God, Father, Prabhu, Lord, Master. Today, as children of yours who lived in this body with you, we come to you in worship, in prayer, in submission. Not for ourselves, Prabhu, but for this child of yours who have lost her body and who's in your company where we're not able to see her anymore in a form. But Prabhu, in your form, she merged into now. For you now are the transporter. You are the chauffeur, the driver of this vehicle now to her in the higher world. So at your feet, O Prabhu, at your feet, in your glorious name. So at this time, you can take God in any name you wish to, in any form, any language of your custom praying. Take that name of Bhagwan. For these names and forms does not limit God. God is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. Today we glorify him. Pray in your mind, chant his name, contemplate upon his form. What is prayer? Prayer is contemplating upon the embodied form of God or some divine object. You focus your mind, chant the name of that object and contemplate upon that object of prayer. This is called prayer. For God knows everything. I told you about the entrance right here, this door entrance. You go on quite too cold to come back. I told you about the entrance right here. So why it take so long? I tell you, put one on the channel harden. Let's pray, devotees. Hari Om. Bande Deva Umapatim Surugurum Bande Jagat Karanam Bande Pannagabhushanam Mrigadharam Bande Pashunam Patim Bande Surya Shashanka Vahinanayanam Bande Mukunda Priyam Bande Bhakta Janashriyam Chavardam Bande Shivam Shankaram Om Namaste Rudramanyuto Taishave Namaha Bahubhyam Utate Namaha Om Shantam Padmasanastam Shashadharamukutam Panchavaktam Trinetram Shulam Vajram Chakhadagam Damaruka Sahitam Chakusham Vamabhage Nanalankar Diptam Spatika Maninibham Parvatisham Namami Om Namah Parvate Pate Har Har Mahadev Shambho Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Dev Maheshwaram Guru Sakshat Parabram Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Salutation to thee, O Guru, O God, in the form of the creating force, the sustaining force, and the reabsorbing force, the witness, the absolute being. Homage unto thee. Om Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabhu Trividhata Panivarana He Vibho Ajajaneshwara Yadav Pahimam Shiva Hare. The word Shiva means God of life, consciousness. Salutation to thee. Salutation to thee. Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam Kamalalochana Rama Dayanidhi Hara Guru Gajarakshaka Gopate Shivatano Bhava Shankar Pahi Mam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam. We call upon thee, Lord. We summon thee, Lord, to come and protect and help us. For you with us, we are with you. Help us to be aware of our oneness with you, Lord, and this consciousness, this awareness will bring comfort to us. Om देवानां च ऋषीणां च गुरुं कांच सनिभं बुद्धिभूतं त्रिलोकेशं तं नमामि बृहस्पतिम्। ॐ जपाकुसुम संकाशं काशपेय महाजुतिं तमोरं सदपापग्नं प्रदिवाकरं Diva the sun that illuminates this world. May the energy bless his soul now, as the soul now will traverse from the earthly realm to the heavenly realm. We glorify you, Prabhu. Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva. God, you are my mother and father. Tvameva Bandhu Chasakha Tvameva. You are my friend and companion. Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva. You are my knowledge and wealth. Tvameva Sarvam. You are everything. Mama Deva Deva, oh my God, I salute thee. Om Anadi Nidhano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshay Pundarikaksham Preta Moksha Pradobha. Everybody, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai. Please rest your flowers there. Right, you lift, turn the foot outside and walk outside. You can remain standing while the body is leaving. Roger? Walk with something. Walk with everything, right? Have everything there?
न स्वामी जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतनी मेरी अरज है, मानो तो क्या हरज है। इतनी मेरी अरज है, मानो तो क्या हरज है। वहाँ आपका फरज है, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण तन से निकले, जब प्राण तन से निकले।
आए भी अकेला, into this world we have come alone, और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव.
मेहमान जगत में काहे के तुकर 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते तुम्हारे। 2 दिन की मेहमान जगत में काहे के करते।
कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया. कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया. 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 रे कोई नाल जय है धन बांध के घटरिया. जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे, हाँ, जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे, उलट गए दोनों नैन पतरिया, उलट गए दोनों नैन पतरिया रे, कोई ना ले दे धनबाद के घटरिया। मारही सूता प्राण निकाले, मारे ही सूता प्राण निकाले, प्राण लोकाई खोतरिया खोतरिया, वो प्राण लोकाई खोतरिया खोतरिया रे, कोई ना ले गए धनबाद के घटरिया, कोई ना ले गए धनबाद के घटरिया, कोई ना ले गए धनबाद के घटरिया। चार प्रहर मिली काट उठावे, चार प्रहर मिली काट उठावे, फूक दिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया, फूक दिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया रे, कोई नाल जय धनबाद के घटरिया, कोई नाले जय धनबाद के घटरिया, कोई नाले जय धन। कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधु, कहत कबीर, कहत छूट जाए सब महल उतरिया, कोई नाले दे धनबाद के घटरिया, कोई नाले दे धनबाद के घटरिया, अरे कोई नाले दे धनबाद के।
परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण है। आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे। कर ले अभिवादन ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा। अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर।
आत्मा शांति, पृथ्वी शांति, मन शांति। ओम शांति, हरि ओम तत्सत। Right, stand. वायु आकाश तत्व आत्मा शांति, पेट शांति, मन शांति, राम नाम सत्य है। Walk forward, foot forward. Right, gentle. Up. Yeah. Shut that door. Right. Right here? Just one. Little more, but about प्रेत आनंददायकम राम नाम सत्य है विश्वंग ओम पृथ्वी वरुण अग्नि वायु आकाश तत्व आत्मा शांति पृथ्वी शांति मन शांति tissue. You got the pin level from the hand. Pin level. Leave. Break is the 4 pieces. So what this is? Five times. On the chitta itself. On the chitta. Walk there, walk. Sprinkle 5 times on the chitta. On the back. Om Ayodhya Mathura Maya Kashi Kanchirtika Puri Dvarvati Diyasati Mukti Gaika Siddhama Sruha. Did you got a second again? Bravo, Holly. Here's some dust around it.
Easy way.
Do we monitor too or monitor?
Faster. Let me organize some body ten.
Now there's somebody for this. Take the body first now. Stop bothering man. Let me get all shit now. What shit inside? What are you?
Inside.
Right. Finish? Right, good. Just hold on. Let me put the body inside.
Yeah, that's what's in the way.
Yeah. Right. Good.
That's what's in the way.
Take one step down. Yeah, 4. More of 6 from
This?
yeah, what's it? Right, 5 drops of water. Because let's separate the 5. Right, good. 5 drops of water. The sugar drop. Leave it.
Leave the flowers, Bobby.
Just put it on here. Then we have Chandan Guru. Chandan Singh, have it?
Give up the hand. Yeah, we have it.
Chandan? Sorry. You got a cloth from the thing there and bring the box around inside. No, it's who will kill, who will kill. That's good boys, you have to worry.
You hear what I said? I have to get you.
Yeah, it's why you come outside. You know that.
You're busy. Why they have one time they have no idea? Well, legally have problem. Same what we did last time. When you ask them, very good. Where's we? Not the asshole?
All right. Up.
Right? Right? Lift it.
Lift the cloth on the ground. Yeah.
Leave it close to the ground. Yeah. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Inside. Chant the mantra. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Ram Naam Satya Hai. Atma Shanti, Priti Shanti. Mana Shanti.
Wait. Go stop. Keep going. That's all right. Come. Go on. Go again. Go. Right. Good.
Right. Guru one, right? Krishna Rasa. Om Krabhyagnim Prahinomi Duramyam Vitri Pravaha Kamatrajat Viru Bhaktu Prajalana Om Bhauti Fire. Om Krabhyagnim Prahinomi 3 times. Param Duram Yamaram Vitri Pravaha Ihai Mitrujat Vela Devi Myu Havanam Bhaktu Prajalana Om Tvam Bhuta Bhratchagatu Vishwam Bhutpalipalakah Matah Samsari Katasma Devam Tvam Tvarikitim Namaha Om Right, I'm good. Right, fish a little bit there, like this, your offering swa, right? Fully thing. With this swa, small amount, right? We have about 50 to offer. Om Lubhya Swaha. Om Kache Swaha. Om Lohitaya Swaha. Om Nilubhya Swaha. Om Masibhya Swaha. Om Snayubhya Swaha. Om Astibhya Swaha. Om Majjabhya Swaha. Om Vritasya Swaha. Om Payave Swaha. Om Ayasaya Swaha. Om Prayasaya Swaha. Om Sanyasaya Swaha. Little bit full amount. Om Vyasaya Swaha. Om Vyasaya Swaha. Om Udhyasaya Swaha. Om Soche Swaha. Om Sochate Swaha. Om Sochamanaya Swaha. Om Shokaya Swaha. Om Tapase Swaha. Om Tapite Swaha. Om Taptamanaya Swaha. Om Taptaya Swaha. Om Dharmaya Swaha. Om Nishkritya Swaha. Om Prasitya Swaha. Om Bhishajaya Swaha. Om Yamaya Swaha. Om Antakaya Swaha. Om Mrityave Swaha. Om Brahmane Swaha. Om Brahmatyaya Swaha. Om Vishwebhyo Devibhya Swaha. Om of all now. That's all the fire. So Om Yava Pratibhyam Swaha. Everything in the fire. Just can't find them already? Yeah. Good more. You should have wipe down your phone. Okay. Good. This already. Okay, move it to stand by.
We go on the side. Okay, sir.
Om Kavya Agni Namaha, right there. Om Kavya Agni Namaha. Let's come join together. This is nice photo. That's right. Walk. Keep it long and walk. Don't walk this way. Inside? Put it aside. Take it next one. Just touch the mouth from the wall. Touch the bottom of it. Right. Keep it low, so it won't worry. Inside. One thing I do.
Come off here.
पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, के भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। चुप चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुपके रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई। पिंजरे के पंछी रे
करिया फूकरिया जैसे बन के लकरिया रे। कोई नाल जय धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाले जय धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाले जय धन। कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधु, कहत कबीर, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधु। छूट गए सब महल उतरिया, छूट जाए सब महल उतरिया, कोई नाले दे धन बांध के घटरिया, कोई नाले जइए धन बांध के घटरिया। हर कोई नाले जइए धन बांध के।
परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर ओ, परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण है। आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा। अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब